Okay, cool. The chat delay's fine. YouTube just isn't live because I didn't press the button. I didn't press the button. I'm just working, okay? I'm working. I'm just here to argue with people about something completely irrelevant. I made this. Did you see the thumbnail? Have you guys seen the thumbnail? It's so bad. I made it in literally 10 seconds. This is the least amount of time I've put into a thumbnail in my life. I love it. I love how awful it is. Oh, that's perfect. You missed me cussing Requiem out as always. Yeah, I hit it. I didn't want people to see it because I want people to show up with a thing and then see it. Don't call him Boss Fink. That's so strange. Both of you are so weird. Hi, Rosie. Twitch chat, YouTube chat. I should start. I should just start taking away you guys' ability to like engage with chat. I feel like you guys don't shouldn't speak to each other. I feel like that's been causing issues. You know, it's causing problems. What's funny is I'm supposed to be reading chat off the plugin tool I have. I'm not a grunkle. I'm not a grunk. What does that even mean? No, no, no. Guys, you guys are so mean to me. I can't believe it. How could you? Oh, do you guys want to see you guys want to see a thing? People who aren't here don't want to get to see it, but you'll get to see it because you're cool like that. I was yeah, okay. You want to see Comment Wizard? We've been working on it. Give me a second. Let me just like make Microsoft Paint background black default. Oh my god, wait. Um no, you can't do that. Okay, cool. Whatever. Anyway, I'm just gonna close literally every other tab and then you guys will get to see I'm gonna leave Twitter open. You guys will get to see um my beautifully set up computer. Hey F, you've only all you've done today is play Veilguard. So we're here to argue today. Where the hell is my I'm really unprepared today because I only wanted to talk about two things. So let's do thing one first. Let's do thing one first. So I've been working on you guys probably know this, but I've been working on Comet Wizard for a little while with my team. We did a rough design and one member of our team, Joe, he has pretty much he has pretty much carried the design of the software. And like him, he and one of our team members, Robin, has carried much the design of Common Wizard a lot, and they've been redesigning and reprogramming Common Wizard from the ground up. Um, and so we built this. This is what it looks like right now. This is the test idea we're working with. If you don't like it, I don't care. I just I want to make that clear. If you don't like it, I don't care. But I just wanted you guys to see it because I think it's fun. The whole idea is that your comics are on the left panel, right? And then your episodes are on the middle, and then the comments per episode are on the right. If you want to look over there, so you can basically scroll through all your stuff using this version of Comic Wizard. It's not just all one feed. You will still get like alert. Like we're trying to figure out how to set up so you can get alerts when new things are out. But I just want people to look at it. I think it's a really cool design. Anyway, yeah. If you guys, like I said, I'm sorry for saying I don't care. It's just I know for a fact that someone's gonna have an opinion I don't want to hear. And I was preempting someone saying something really mean. I was like, if I can get ahead of them, they can't hurt my feelings. If I can just get ahead of them, they can't like make me feel bad, right? So it's okay. How dare you make something nice and useful? Just in case, sometimes people get weird, right? Like people get mega weird. You've gotta like account for that. Gotta account for all of that. Anyway, I've been having a very long conversation recently with the former CEO of Smack Cheese, and it made me think about something. And I want to ask you guys this question because you guys all pretty much make content on Webtoon, right? Guys, is Webtoon treating everyone the best? Is Webtoon treating people the best? I say is. I feel like Webtoon is treating people the best, and it's genuinely upsetting to realize. Because I was thinking, right now in our comics landscape, so to speak, um, we only have a few options. Option one, great. Option one is why is it? Okay. Option one is like platforms, of which Webtoon is one of them. Option two is like collectives, but they are like very. I'll get to that. Option three is like fight alone. Am I missing anything? Is that all of them? Hold on, wait, am I actually? Yeah, am I missing anything, or is that all of them? I think that's all of them. But it feels like these are all three options that we've got, right? And when you fight alone, it's hard and painful, and you have no friends, and you got to kind of get people to go to your awful, dinky website that's probably not well designed. So I think this option is always the worst because you know we suck at doing anything on our own. Option two is collectives. Okay. Other than the recent nonsense drama with Hiveworks, my biggest problem with collectives is that they don't do enough. Like, I mean, sometimes they do. I think Tapas. I think it's a Tapas. I think Hiveworks overall does a lot. And like while I think they're short on a few ideas that they should definitely be pushing forward on, I think overall they do a lot of stuff, right? Because they help you with getting published. They even publish your book for you. They handle warehousing and like, logistics for making sure your books get sent out. They handle that. You know, they help you build your website, which is like your calling card, and they offer you legitimacy, right? Like they do all of these things while not trapping you in a contract that's nightmarish for forcing you to upload. They give you all of these things. Of course, if you do upload regularly, it does give you a bunch of benefits because if you upload regularly, your audience grows faster, et cetera, blah, blah, blah. You get the idea. And then for platforms, what they offer you is all of the things on the right, technically, theoretically, but only if you become a slave. Sorry, no, I'm not gonna even explain that one. On the right for slavery, and what else do platforms offer you? Actually, what else do platforms offer you? They offer you everything on the right, but for slavery, and sometimes they pay you. Sometimes they pay you. Sometimes money, money. built-in audience. Yeah, but that's not that valuable because you can get that anywhere. Like I don't know why creators always fight for that one because the thing with the built-in audience one for me, and this is a personal belief, I 100% believe, and I have been seen from the data of other webcomic platforms, the entirety of your audience is made by you. Like if you don't upload somewhere, they don't get an audience. If you want to have an audience anywhere else, just commit to somewhere else. If you're a relatively prominent creator, it will come easy. And if you're small, a little harder. But if you commit to somewhere else in a group of similar comics, people will leave. So like you don't like Webtoon's built-in audience is just you, is just your audience. Like you're not it's not something that they have. You can take it from them. You can take it from their cold dead hands. Okay? Did I see the looks if I sent it to me, the Paul it's probably gonna be the Paul Jin thing. Is that what you're gonna ask me about? The Paul Jin thing? Yeah, I saw the Kenny Comics thing. Okay, look, I'm gonna have one hot take, and I'm gonna go back to my regularly scheduled BS. Okay, Kenny is a man who has tanked his own reputation in the creator community through his inability to see beyond his own internal prejudices for content, and as such, he has not only made multiple people legitimately miserable, like legitimately miserable. He has done so while giving them he has done so while offering very little in return. I'm not saying it like he's a bad editor because I think he is a competent editor. I mean, I think on a job level he is competent, but not only but he works at a company where he's expected to do way more than he's supposed to. And he can't handle that workload. Plus, he always gives people the same generic advice. I'm not even going to talk about the insider stuff that I know. I'm just going to talk about the fact that on more than one occasion, somebody has come to me and said, I went to a con that Webtoon was at and they were doing portfolio reviews and I got Kenny and he told me do more sex appeal. Like, bro, that cannot be your whole gimmick. I hope this gets to you. I hope you feel hurt by the things that people said about you because, like, it's a testament to the fact that you're not good at your job. You're not good at one part of your job that is very critical. Anyway, moving back on. So, what do platforms actually give you? They give you publishing, logistics, building, helping you. Like they build the website's built for you, I guess, and they give you legitimacy. They give you all of that if you sign a slavery contract. And also sometimes they give you money because not all platforms give you money. Remember, Webcomics app doesn't even pay their creators, and they still have creators who create for them right now. Um, a lot of platforms don't give you money. Here's the thing. Here's my big base take right now. I think that of the two selected groups in which there is actual value for a creator in the current economy, one person is doing better than everybody, not because they're doing anything good, but because they're not doing anything. They have not changed. And so everybody is doing worse and it's making them look good. And that's Webtoon. That's my big base take today. Webtoon fundamentally treats creators the best right now at this very moment. And here are my reasons. So, reason number one, I feel like that's a very hot take to open on. I feel like it's hot, but let me just start. Reason number one, I think the requirements of Hiveworks and Spiderforce, and generally of collectives, is very exclusionary to people whose content needs to be made on schedules that are unusual or people whose content is not good enough. But even if we ignore that, we focus a lot on people that are making really good high quality content. I think fundamentally, these environments, these collectives there are only two of them really. And these two collectives just do not have the bandwidth for the quantity of people, and they will not scale fast enough for them to like increase for them to have it to justifiably increase their staffing. And what I mean by that is this, right? Hiveworks recently had that drama with the creator where they couldn't like get them enough things. They couldn't get them their books on time, and they were just kind of sloppy and bad at their jobs. And I don't think it's because Hiveworks is staffed by incompetent people. I think it was incompetence. I don't think it's because Hiveworks is staffed by incompetent people. I think fundamentally Hiveworks is operating at capacity. And like the only way to justify hiring more people at the company is to increase audience numbers, but you can't just increase increase creator numbers, but you can't just increase creator numbers by one. You need to increase creator numbers by like 10 to 20 to justify a new person. They need to do that. And so for them, they're in a weird, it looks like they're in a weird push pull where, they can hire one more person, but then they need to get 10 creators. Or they could get 10 creators, but they need to then wait till they get all 10 of them before they hire one more person. You know what I mean? Like it's a chicken and egg problem. And I don't think they see the purpose in solving that problem, which is causing them some of their bandwidth issues. And I'll get to that nonsense in Twitch chat in a second, but and Spider Force just isn't really made to be a collective for growth. I'm not trying to be mean. I hope it's not coming up as mean, but Spider Forest isn't about growing. It's about just being together and being able to operate together. Spider Forest isn't trying to make sure your comic is the biggest thing in the world. It's not about getting you that career comic. I don't even think most creators on Spider Forest have this as their career. Like, meanwhile, on Hiveworks, a lot of creators in there, that's their only job. On Spider Forest, it feels more like a hobbyist group. And I don't mean that in a bad way because they're all very much talented creators, but it's just that's not their goal, right? Their goal isn't to develop themselves into this crazy company. They like being a collective. They like being collective first. They like having low level, low cost management. It's all about keeping things manageable and nobody having to give up everything to become an admin. Reasonable, super reasonable. And then when it comes to platforms, most of them aren't paying anyone anymore. Point one. Point two, Tapas doesn't care anymore because their own bank account and they're doing God knows whatever over at Studio Tapas. Um, Global Comics is all in on publishers right now. So whatever. Namikomi, as I said before, I talked to Namikomi devs and CEO, and they're super nice people. But Namikomi is like just trying to trying to hold the fort down, keep things running. I don't mean that from something they said. I'm just saying it from a perception I have. She's trying to hold the fort down, keep things running. Basically, for me, I've been thinking about them a lot, and it feels like the only strategy they have is that they outlast everyone, um, which is not a bad strategy. It's a doable strategy. Most companies don't make it in 5 years. If Namiko makes it to 5 years, theoretically, they're doing better. No, they're not an offshoot of Manga Dex. They're not an offshoot of Manga Dex. It's a whole other thing. They hired the devs who worked on Manga Dex, so that's why they look really similar, but a whole other thing. Anyway, so moving on from that. So Namikomi is just kind of it's in its cold era, hodl, if you will, for my crypto people out there. And so what we're left with is, in terms of good creator treatment, paying creators on time, mostly, making sure creators, offering creators methods of developing their IP, offering long-term valuable contracts, etc. It feels like, and I'm gonna say something I've never said in my life, but it feels like Webtoon is doing a really good job purely because they've just kept doing the same thing. Everyone else has kind of dropped off. Tapas isn't paying as many people. The bar is in hell. Yeah, the bar is in hell. Tapas isn't paying as many people. The collectives are swamped, and they basically just aren't prepared for more people. Really, um, Jesus Christ, I can't believe I'm saying this. Um, Namikomi is hodling. Global Comics is publishing. Who else is in the game? Am I missing anyone? Billy Comics. Sorry, I got told that I was being too loud. No, I'm back. Sorry. Anyway, someone's visiting me and I just it's fine. Whatever. Um they got me. I didn't get killed. My comic side that exists in my brain is in the game. Your comic side isn't real. There is no comic side. Anyway, so back to our terrible options, right? Um who else is in the game? Who else? Billy Comics died. They didn't really make it in English. Who else is in the game? Am I missing any? Am I missing any platform? Like, hold on one second. Let me write it down. Let me write it down. GC, Webtoon, Tapas, whose name looks like toilet paper. Namikomi. Am I missing anyone? Is that all of them? I think that's all of them. Oh God. Anyway, no, that can't be all of them. Oh, what about the AI? Oh yeah, yeah, I forgot to mention. And then the rest of the platforms are investing in AI because they're incompetent. Um, so there's really the only one left is them. Webtoon's the only one doing anything good. By changing nothing for the past 5 years, they have somehow come out of the top of the pile being the good option. Just overall. Also, three fight alone. But it's true, it's fight alone. Wait, what was the Discord forum post? Can you link it in chat? Just link the Discord thing. I'm in their Discord so I can go straight to it. Forum. Oh, you can send it to me on Discord. I just want to see it. Well, yeah, because it is right. Like that's what it is. This is God. Where's the meme? Where's the meme? 1 second. Yeah, it's this. Oh God, the Olympic is gonna sue me so hard. But it's literally this moment when they all when they all crash. Yeah, just send it to me on Discord. Send it to me on Discord. Money wise can be secondary, but if there is a substantial gain in engagement, then it's going to be a hard sell. I mean, anyway, like it's not just like the money wise situation, right? Because like although I do agree with you, I guess it's kind of secondary, but like I don't think it's just about a gain in engagement. I think in part one of the problems that every platform is facing, and one of the problems that all of these options are facing, is that there is no long term way. There is no long term, not even long term. There's no way to own your audience. Like, you're gonna do this for a really long time, right? You don't get into the comic creation game to leave in a year. You want to do this a solid few years. And yet nobody wants to because of their selfishness, because of their desire to not give you anything. Nobody wants you to own your audience. I'm gonna tell you a conversation I had that is confidential, but you know what? I don't care. Um, yeah, I'm gonna open up the confidential tea. It's time, guys. Anyway, so I'm not aborting. I have to. I have to because I don't care about this person. Anyway, so I was talking to a platform owner. I can't even tell you which one because they don't exist anymore. I was talking to a platform owner like 2.5 years ago, and one of the things I spoke to him about is I said to him, "Hey, you need to offer the ability for people to get like the emails of the readers that are reading their content. You need to offer that and allow them to basically get that, download it, have it, and because they download and have those emails, they can do further campaigns, right? Because your platform may not last long enough to keep these guys in business. So make sure they can like leave with that. And he said, yeah, I'll think about it. And the platform started going under. It had barely started, but it started going under. And I told him to do it again. He disagreed. So those creators sunk in like almost a year and a half into this platform. And then every contact, every person that liked them, everything gone. So I asked him why. And he said, well, if I gave it to them, then I would have no leverage. And that bothers me because it means you offer so little, so abysmally little as a company that you're just going to hold hostage very basic things. I don't know. That's just something's wrong about that. Like something's wrong with that, right? Like, am I crazy? Chat, am I crazy? Like, that's weird. Oh my god, I have the Tapas messages. I want to find a way to like open it without like doxing my whole deal. Let's see. I just moved it really fast across the screen. Okay. Let me see what someone wrote in chat. Sorry. Basically, some staff was giving guidance on how to make your comic more popular, but they also mentioned how Tapas doesn't have a lot of fun. Hello, this is from Isabel. Is this from Ratik? Is that Ratik? Oh, that is Ratik. Okay. Okay. Hello, all. Many creators have been requesting more insight into some of the marketing decisions making on Tapas side, as well as some of the reader behavior we have been watching. I've been very hesitant to share this information, in part because I expect that not all the information will be taken with open arms and minds. I want to just say something before I keep going on. This is from Tapas, a community post about getting like audience on Tapas. I want to just say something really quickly about Tapas. Tapas's community leader is a very nice person. Like you know, I have a lot of criticisms of a lot of people. I have a lot of criticisms of a lot of ways things are handled. But I just want to say, like, the community team at Tapas, some of the nicest people you'll ever meet. They do mean well. Even if they're incompetent, ever, I don't blame them. You know what I mean? I don't think it's their fault. Um, anyway, the success of community, or as it's called, UGC content internally, is quite literally my job and has been for over 4.5 years. Before that, I was part of the Tapas platform as a webcomic creator and forum moderator for many years. So you can be certain I think about this more than I like to admit and care deeply. My job depends on your success, for better and for worse. That is true. I will say this, Matika has been very hands on the whole time. Even she used to be super hands-on Twitter. Like, you could make a tweet with the word tapas in it, and she would haunt you down, find you, tell you what you did wrong. I'm just saying that because one time I called tapas tapastic, and she was just like, she came into my mention, she was like, "That's not our name." It was actually very nice. Like, she wasn't being mean. I just think it's funny. I, on the other hand, was super mean to her. So I was really mean to her. No dead naming tapas, honestly. Anyway, some groundwork. This post to be generalized. Exceptions are not the rule. To focus on what's true for the largest community instead of individuals. If what I'm sharing doesn't apply to you, congratulations, you're an exception. Much of what I will share will be based on observation. Info I share builds on top of one another. Tapas is not perfect, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, Tapas is not like its competition anymore. I'm just going to ignore this one. Yeah. When it launched, Tapas was one of the first platforms of its kind in North America, focusing on webcomics, no premium content, blah, blah, blah. While Tapas and its competition were extremely similar years ago, market trends have shifted dramatically. Competitors' heavy investment in gaining a large creator community and reader base means that a wide variety of genres succeed there. A biz model that provides most content for free also attracts often younger audiences, happy to invest their time into the site. It was not possible for Tapas. We never had and still do not have the vast funds that would have been. I would have been. Look, this is not even a bad sentence. It just sounds really bad, but it's not a bad sentence. We do not have the vast funds that would have been needed to move into the same direction. Similarly, we can't offer anything for free in order to keep the lights on and pay creators for their incredible work. Asking readers to pay for their entertainment is absolutely necessary. The webcomic and novel market is incredibly challenging, and most companies lose money. Any financial investment, be it in cold hard cash or in staff time spent, needs to be carefully considered. Okay, so just to keep this clear, not only is Tapas not a good option, they also do not have any money. Oh no, my tablet's lagging. Why is it lagging? Is it because I opened that community post? Is Discord haunting me right now? I'm just gonna close it. Oh no, why is my tablet lagging? Okay. Anyway, what was I? They have no money. No money. Okay. So they're not losing money. They just don't have enough money to spend. So they're broke. Um, they don't got money either. Like, I'm not trying to be mean, but they only got $1 million in funding. And while they do give out some money, they don't have infinite money. So they broke too. They rely on subscriptions. So I don't know. The subscriptions could be at any number. But given that their last funding round was $10 million, and most companies are expected to run through that funding of $10 million in their first year and a half, and it has been a year and a half since Global Comics started, I'm going to assume they also broke. They also broke. I'm going to assume that. I think that's fair. So they all broke. Webtoon stock. Actually, you know what? Quick check. Let's do a quick check. Where's Webtoon stock right now? Like the last earnings thing was actually pretty good. So I thought Webtoon. Yes, the third option is fight alone. Anyway, I thought Webtoon stock would have gone up the past day. Let's look. Okay, so it shot up to an amazing $14 and then crashed immediately. Okay, so this is so annoying. What is happening? Hold on one second. Let me see. What do these rich idiots think? One second. Because Webtoon made $347 million this quarter. They actually made a profit of $20 million, right? They probably actually made a profit of $20 million. Um, and I just want to understand what people are thinking, like what mentally people are thinking right now. Because Webtoons, like, like this was actually good. I think no, I think I know what it is. So I mentioned it in the tweet talking about it. If you didn't know, I live tweeted the entire thing. You guys should actually follow me on Twitter and Blue Sky. It's on Blue Sky. I live Blue Skied the entire thing. But just so you're aware, um, this was the stock last night. Now it's down to $11. But just so you're aware, Webtoon didn't talk about um, North America at all. So I think it's very fair to assume that they're not doing that hot in the North American marché, if you will. So that lost money, but they still got they still made $20 million in profit, annual revenue over $1 billion. So they got cash. Okay, Webtoon. What about Webtoon? Who? Yeah, they didn't say America at all. They kept saying, which is unusual for them, because usually they say Korea, Japan, USA, rest of the world. That's usually what they say. And this time they said Korea, Japan, rest of the world, which was a steep statement. I need to be honest. It was a steep, steep statement. Crazy. Anyway, and then who else? Who else is making? And then what? Does Hive? Do we think Hiveworks has money? Um, Spider Forest. I don't think they got money. 5 ads. Okay, so no money here too. No money. No money. So anyway, so back to my thing. Webtoon is literally doing the best. They got money, right? They got money and they got money and they got friendship. If you sign their evil contract, they'll be your friends, right? They'll be your friends. And then what else is there? Um, what else has Webtoon got? Webtoon would never force me to see a Papa John advertisement. Guys, I'm not the one putting the ads up. The ads don't even pay me. I want the ads to pay me one day. Yeah, Webtoon's that guy that always promises to help you move, but never shows up. Never shows up on move day itself. Um, Nissan has a new car called Nissan Kicks. That's not a real car. One second. One second. I just need to verify something. Oh my god, it's a real car. Jesus. Jesus Christ. 21,000. Nah, 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 too much. Too much, too much, too much, too much. Wait, how much? 28 miles to the gallon? Nah, too much, too much, too much, too much, too much. Too much, kind of ugly. To be honest. Kind of an ugly car. Anyway, back to what we are talking about. So Webtoon got the money. Webtoon got the friend. Webtoon's your friend. Webtoon got the flow, right? They got the rap flow because they're trying to develop everything they can develop right now. So really, let's look at it objectively. They're your best friend. Webtoon is treating creators the best, objectively by this metric that I made up. I think I'm right because I think I'm right. Yeah, the best, the best. Ika. What's confusing here? They're treating everyone the best, and I just proved it with math. Like, what are you? What have I lost you at? Bruce Wayne should stop fighting crime and do something useful for once to like make a mob webcomic plan. Shut up. Nah, Namikomi, at least they want. No, Namikomi wants to do the best. But are they doing the best? That's the question, right? Like, let's face it. Everyone in the game wants to do the best for their creators to a certain extent. And Namikomi has the greatest desire to do the best for their creators. But are they doing the best? Like on a factual, moment to moment basis? I say no. Webtoon given slightly more. Webtoon got that dollar bill, dude. Like this is Webtoon right now. They got the shades on. Oh, sorry. Let me just like guys. I'm gonna do some art. Get ready for it, gang. My greatest art piece ever. They got the shades on. Yeah, Webtoon got the shades on. They got the shades, and they were in like a snazzy suit. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! It's not letting me stop. It won't let me stop drawing. Okay, great. I did my best job. Anyway, so yeah, they're doing they're doing the best. They're giving us the most. No one is giving us anything as good as this. They're giving us money, giving us that money, that cash revenue. Average Webtoon creator now from Webtoon makes, I think Webtoon creators CPM is, I think, 48 cents per thousand views of the ad. That's crazy. Look at those numbers. That's crazy. Look, if you can get 1 million views, you will get paid $480. So really, let's be real. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I don't even think TikTok pays that much for 1 million views. You're just a hater. And the video ads, guys, the video ads go up to like 85, I think, cents per thousand views. So really, you're more in the range of like, you know, almost $600 when you think about people who watch the video ads too. Guys, all I'm saying is undisputed goat. That's all I'm saying. Webtoon is the undisputed goat. Number one, Webtoon right now. I don't understand why everybody's disagreeing with me. Like, let's look at the facts. No one is paying you. So I'm getting it, dude. Let's look at the facts first. 1 second, chat. Like, let's observe the facts. No one is paying you. Tapas redesigned the website. Looks like it's awful. So we don't like them no more. No one is paying you. Webtoon's paying you. No one is looking out for you, thinking about how they can milk money out of you and in return pay you pennies. Webtoon's doing that for you. So really, at the end of the day, aren't they the real heroes? Like, let's be real. Aren't they the real heroes of this situation? They think about their creators. And look, on an unironic level, a lot of creators I've spoken to over the years who have worked with different publishers say that as a beginner publishing platform, Webtoon ain't that bad. So let's, like, all things come together. I just think they've done a lot for this community. And unironically, the Webtoon creator rewards program, the one that used to pay people $1,000 at the top, pretty much launched the careers of every major webcomic to major published comic creator of the year of the last like 10 years. They made Rachel Smith. Like, Rachel is unironically born and bred a webtoon product. It sounds gross to say out loud, but yeah, Rachel is a webtoon product, as webtoon producty as they come. You can't really get more webtoon producty than Rachel. She got her started in the creator rewards program, pretty much funded her comic making habit. She got a contract from Webtoon, pretty much funded her next set of comic making habits. They promoted her on Times Square. They put her on every billboard they could. They threw her in every ad. She's pretty much the start, the first major IP of their collaboration with Penguin Random House. The publisher Penguin Random House called Inklore. She pretty much is like the backbone of that new company. I'm just saying, kind of crazy, right? Message failed to send. What the hell? What did you do? You were gonna say what? What lies? She has. No, I'm not saying she doesn't have accolades. I'm just saying, like, in terms of getting in the industry, you know, in terms of getting in the industry, she's a she's an industry baby. She's a webtoon industry baby. You know, she's a material girl. but like from the Webtoon side. She has fully earned accolades, but a lot of her accolades, like the Ringos and the Eisners, completely earned by her own effort for sure. She could never have gone without Webtoon because they need to push her forward. So that too. Like if she had those numbers on her own, for sure, she had those numbers because of Webtoon and also her effort. She's not like a problem. I should be clear. She's like a, as much as I'm calling her a Webtoon product, she's like a legit. She's as legit as they come. Like she's as legit as they come. But I'm just acknowledging the fact that they've been behind her pretty much her whole webcomic career. How do I get Senpai Webtoon to notice me? Okay, guys, we're gonna come up with an idea that gets Senpai Webtoon to notice us. But first, someone asked me why do I sound sick. Um, Honestly, I just do. Anyway, more importantly, guys, gang, I have an idea. Let's come up with a webcomic idea right now that Webtoon would buy for $1 bajillion. I'll do it right here, right now in front of all of you. Okay? Let's call it view no, wrong color. Let's call it beautiful. Oh god, no. Beautiful GF. Yes. Okay, okay. This is going to be a BL, by the way. Okay, we're gonna be a BL. Quick talk. so, so here's the plot. Here's the plot. The MC is a cross-dresser who who streams on Twitch. Also a streamer, right? Also a streamer. Um, uh, yeah, Geek Boy, that's what it is. Like a guy gets isekai into a VR chat like game and witnesses the amazing and insane stuff from that game through his ventures towards it. Okay, wait. I'm gonna steal some of that. I'm gonna steal that isekai one. Um, gets isekai. So we want him to get isekai. Hmm. Okay, so they get isekai. What do we want them to do when they get isekai? Oh, they should use their ability to make high quality VTuber streams. Also streamer VTuber as VTuber avatar. Avatar. Okay? They call it transmigrated now. Okay, and let's say falls in love with dwarf. With dwarf. Okay, so they fall in love with a dwarf, right? And the dwarf's all like, "Oh, my girlfriend's so beautiful, but I'm a dwarf." Like that's the whole plot. Every episode is some version of that. Okay, but they don't know that secretly their girlfriend thinks of themselves as a dude because they were like they were like a VTuber in the original world, and this is their avatar. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. You understand? You understand? They have to be a dwarf, but they can be the biggest dwarf ever. So they're not like a short dwarf. They're like a 7 foot tall dwarf, but like stocky, right? Like, okay, look, let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm just gonna draw. Blobs. I'm gonna draw blobs. Okay. So this is the dwarf. This is the person. So see, like he's really stocky. He's really, really stocky. So he's still a dwarf. But he's like, much taller than them. I don't mean a human, I mean a 7 foot tall dwarf. Is the dwarf conventionally attractive? No. No, I know. Yes. You know what? Let's get like a celebrity model. 1 second. Celebrity model. I have an idea. I have an idea. Uh, is that him? No, not him. Too much. Um, mm, someone come. We need a celebrity model. I need a name. Need a name. Who could we use as a celebrity model for this dwarf? Hmm. He was just the first person I thought of. Just the first person I thought of. Somebody give me a name. I need a name. Chat. What is your value if you don't give me a name? Half Thor? No, Half Thor is so ugly. Look, I'm not like that. Like he just isn't right. This is wrong. This is all wrong. Huge Ackman? No. Listen, for $1, name him. That's what I'm asking chat to do. Also, remember, chat, to like and subscribe to the video. Thank you. Like the video on YouTube. And if you're on Twitch, just like subscribe to the channel. Give me subs. If you're on YouTube, become a member. Money is nice. Anyway, more importantly, Ed Sheeran. Mm. You know what? I think you're cooking with Ed Sheeran. I take it back. I think you're not cooking with Ed Sheeran. I take it all back. I go backwards. Joe Locke. He's perfect. He's perfect. He's actually perfect. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. But did you type Ed Sheeran? You know, I'm not gonna deal with that right now. I'm busy. Whatever. I'm just gonna. I'm just gonna. We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him. It's okay. We got him. I'm just gonna erase all the different bits of him that we don't need. Okay. Okay. So. This is our comic. This is our comic right now. Okay. Okay. So here's the idea. Listen. 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 Whoever said press shift, shut up. I am creating art. There's the idea. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful GF gets taken into another world. Their VTuber streamer, you know, identifies as a man, is taken to another world as a VTuber, right? Uh, but they come in as the VTuber avatar they've been using, which is not a man. Intrigue. Then falls in love with 7 foot dwarf. 7 foot dwarf looks like Joe Locke. Okay, looks like Joe Locke. So like that's part of their shame. Oh. Okay, wait. I have so much more. I have so much more right now. Oh, guys, you're all geniuses. This is what I'm talking about. The 7 foot dwarf. Okay, so he has so much shame. Shamed, ashamed of being tall because he's a dwarf. He's also ashamed of not having a beard, having a beard. Because remember, guys, he is Joe Locke. This dwarf is Joe Locke. So he's 100% ashamed of not having a beard because every other dwarf has a beard, but he ain't got no beard. And then thinks he is ugly, and worries beautiful GF will leave him. Okay, so this is our concept. Yeah, she accepts his VTuber boy girlfriend helps him accept who he is on the inside. It's heartwarming, right? It's heartwarming. In fact, guys, I've got the genre. Okay, so we're going to webtoon.com. See, we're gonna identify a gap in the market, gang. Okay? That's what we're gonna do here. We're gonna identify a gap in the market. So if we take a look at the genre section of the Webtoon platform, we will notice there's quite a lot. What do you mean sports? Anyway, here's a here's a gap in the market, gang. See, there's a lot of drama, fantasy, comedy, and action comics, even slice of life and romance. I think that we should come in right here in this genre, heartwarming, one of the smallest genres on the platform. See, there's a lot of space for us. Almost everything here is over or on hiatus. The only thing that's still going on is the top dungeon format, an odd girl out, and peaceful camping. So clearly there's room for us here. We can tap into this, okay? Gang, look, there's only so many things going on. We can tap into this market. There's a new market for us to tap into. It's already in front of us, like right here in front of us, okay? So this is the concept. Now, hmm, hmm, so it's going to be a heartwarming. What's the second genre we're going to go with? Whoever asks what we're doing, um, I don't think Webster has enough truly bad comics. Whoever's asking what we're doing, we're creating a new IP because Webtoon treats creators the best. Anyway, education. Wait, is there an educational genre? No, no, no. Informative. Informative. Look, this is the one. There's so few comics here. See, all they have is the Samsung Galaxy ad from like 3 years ago or whatever. Originals can technically have up to three genres, but they only have one visible genre. The other two are not visible, but they do get recommended under them. So, like, check this out. The most recent comics that they have here are Rewriting Extinction, Drawing on Heritage. That's terrible Samsung Galaxy ad. Webtoon Now that's been canceled. Lawsel, no, Webtoon Now that's still going on. Lawsel has been canceled. The COVID one, Cooking Comically. Guys, we found it. These are our genres. Okay, our two genres are heartwarming and informative. This is the Seven to Dwarfs plotline. This is the main character. He will look. What are we informing them about? How to feel good about who you are, regardless of how everyone expects you to be. How to feel good about who you are, no matter what people expect, right? And again, remember, guys, remember, we have a lot of star power here because our main character, the dwarf, is Joe Locke. Keep in mind that Joe Locke is involved. Okay, we're gonna contact him. We're gonna ask him to do the role. He's gonna show up. He'll be our face model. We even get him some expressions from him. It'll be great. Tons of star power. Okay. Ooh. So no. There's no server, but they should have a love triangle. I agree. You know what? Let's introduce let's introduce a new character. We're gonna call them Beautiful Bow. So they are a woman. That is their entire character. One more thing. These are their entire character tropes. Guys, I think we have a beautiful love triangle story forming here. Okay? I think we got it. Thoughts? Thoughts? Criticisms? Opinions? Chat, please. I need you guys so that I can make something better. Please, please, I need your criticism. I need your feedback, thoughts. Come on. Like don't be afraid to really lay it on me. I can take it. I can take it for sure. For real. Blue hair and pronouns. You see, they already have pronouns. They are she, her. Actually, no, they're more like her, she because they're chocolate. No, they're she, her. He, her. He, him. No, I think there's enough pronouns everywhere. What more pronouns could I use? I think I've just invented the greatest story of all time, and I think it upsets me more that chat does not want to acknowledge that. What if the girlfriend was based on Zendaya? People of color representation. You're a genius, Zabra. We can contact Zendaya. We can contact Zendaya. But hold on, wait 1 second. Let me just see something. Let me see how she looks. I forget how Zendaya looks. No, I just don't think she has the face for it. I just don't think she has the face for it. I think this role. Remember, guys. Listen, I'm gonna say something very controversial, but you need to just go with me, okay? Listen to me. Listen to me. This is webtoon.com. Do you? I want you to look at this website. How many people of color do you see here? Zero? Exactly. Because on webtoon.com, people of color don't sell. So I'm sorry, but she is a brand risk on the Webtoon platform. Representation is nice and all, but it needs to be minor. But everyone loves Zendaya. That's true, but I think the inherent racism of the platform will not work. Now you see Ariana Grande, I agree with. I think she could be. I think she could be. She is Ariana Naomi Aki. God, she's okay. Wait, hold on. Like unironically, just for like 2 seconds, I need to like be serious before I go back to my meme. God, she's so pretty. What the hell? What the hell? Like I didn't know who this was. Jesus, I didn't know who this was. I was just like, oh, I don't know who it's gonna be. And I opened, I was like, dear God, she's so pretty. Oh, unbelievable. They just make people different now, don't they? God damn. Anyway, for anyone who noticed, there was a single person of color in this shot in one of these comics on webtoon.com. I think it was like here. God, where is it? It was literally just on screen. Oh, here she is. Here. So guys, we can only have a POC if they are very dark. So as such, Zendaya again does not qualify. So Naomi Aki is the model for our character. So that's two. I think you're misunderstanding that this is a shadow. Just gonna say that cause problems. Anyway, so oh no, oh god. Anyway, our guy is Joe Luck. Our MC girl is Naomi Aki. This character is generic. I think we got this. Chat. Because Webtoon is the best platform, I just decided to make content that I think really appeals to them as a platform. And I think I've done it. I want you to really, really lay into me. Criticize this content. Tell me your thoughts. Ask questions. I want to know whether you guys think I should do more with this. Maybe this needs more development. I think it's perfect, to be honest. Yeah, I do. Yes, I do. Mm. This needs to be a reincarnation fantasy, actually, otherwise it will never sell. Perhaps. Perchance, even. Perchance that's what this all needs to make money. Like, I didn't even think about this. God, you're such a visionary, Zabra. They did reincarnate into VTubers, but like, I didn't say what era they were in. I just thought we could figure that out as we get along. Generic kind of mixed mixed technology era. You know, whatever tech we need, they have. Like they've got mobile phones, but they still like have horse and carriage. You know. Oh. I feel bad because Hika stopped talking because I think they expected more and they didn't get that. I almost feel really bad. The title is Beautiful Girlfriend. You're multitasking? Cringe. Gross. Imagine. Imagine tasking, even, let alone multitasking. They do have horse insurance. Hey, look, at some point I gotta like not make this show depressing, right? Like I feel like every week I come on here and I go every week I feel like I come on here and I go, somebody embezzled money and it's awful. Webtoon doesn't pay people and it sucks. But I really just wanted to hone in on what I thought was fun, which is all we've got is them. So let's make something for them. Because, like, unironically, who else is going to buy this? Everything live streamed. Oh, oh, this is such a good idea. Hold on 1 second. So, wait. Guys. So, even after the reincarnation, the whole series of events is being live streamed back to Earth So they got isekai, right? But like they've got like a perpetual camera. Oh, oh, but like nobody can see it but them. Geek boy, you're a genius. Everything is streamed. I can't write. I can't write. Oh God, to Earth. Was this whole live stream just a cover for me to pitch my new webtoon? Perhaps. Are you interested in buying my new webtoon? Mm. Yeah, I agree. You guys just I needed a break. Oh, you know, I think what really made me want to talk about this stuff and be a little bit more funny was the Paul Jun thing. Because I just think I said earlier I didn't want to say too much, but like Paul is such a clown, such a clown. I just don't. I just you see the thing is Django is so sorry. The thing is Zabra, as you said, we don't have any traits for the GF, and we don't have any traits for the GF. If I'm being honest with you, because women don't have personalities. They really are just foils for the men and their activities. Don't you understand this? So it's a fundamental. I have to say slash J. Isn't the girlfriend a guy gamer? Exactly. But the moment they become a woman, like in the new world, perceived as one, they lose their personality. Do it, Zengo. I've been waiting to quit for months. Uh, we're already woke with the pronoun. I think we can afford a little less personality for the woman as a treat. Also, someone said something in the chat I wasn't going to respond to. What was it? Oh, I've lost it. I legitimately do think, like, funny, haha aside, like, like, real genuine opinion from chat. How bad is this to you? Like, would you read this? Like, just on premise alone, would you read this? Because unironically, I'm making haha funny joke, but like, it's starting to get a little interesting to me, and like, I just really want to see where it's gonna go. Like, Kylie, why no? Unironically, yes. I mean, that's very fair. I have specific. What do you mean? But literally your ideal like male body type will be in this story. Like it will be right there in the story. It's really funny because as much as I make fun of Half Thor, I look very similar to the kinds of people Kylie always goes ideal male body type. Because that's just my default body type. Every time I'm like, doesn't look good. It's just me making fun of me. I wouldn't if I first saw it. I mean, why wouldn't you read it? Like legitimately, Rosie? Because like I think the concept is just really stupid. But I don't know. What am I saying? I don't know. I'm just saying that like I happen to look like a lot of the men you always draw. Is it depends on how it's advertised. I think it should be advertised as like a love story. No, a deep love triangle. Nothing else. No one should say any of the other information. Just be like, it'll be like the school bus graveyard ads on YouTube. You know what's really sad? School bus graveyard legitimately looks interesting, but because Webtoon hasn't stopped advertising it to me on YouTube, I don't want to read it. I mean, that's fair, Rosie. I really like when I first saw School Bus Graveyard, I put it in my maybe pile to read later, and then I've been seeing all the YouTube ads for it, and now I do not want to read it. I don't hate it or anything. I just the ads have really turned me off because they're all so obnoxious, and also there's so many of them. After all, because I can't keep up with romance for the life of me. That's valid. What if it was like Digimon? Wait. Are you saying that like they had to catch their boyfriends? Is a 7 foot tall 7 foot tall dwarf like a captured dwarf, like a rare type? Oh my god. Okay, as much as it's true that I am an avoidant personality, I would love it if you don't call me that in the chat. SSR Dwarf B. That would be such a good name. Oh, that'd be such a good name. SSR. No. Oh, would it be SSR or USR? Is there even USR? Is SSR? Is it UR then SSR? So it's SSR UR then SR then R. I think I think that's the order. So no, I think you're right. I think you're right. Oh, SSR Dwarf BF. Guys, I think we've created an amazing story together. I'd like to thank the chat for contributing everything we've put down on paper. I am now going to get rid of it so that nobody can ever make this. Even if you watch the recordings, it won't help you. This was expertly crafted by some of the greatest minds in comics. You can't make this again. Can't capture this magic. Oh God. Okay. This is all I want to talk about today. This is not a very important stream. I said the important bit earlier, but actually, I have one more thing I want to ask. Legitimate question. Legitimate question to the chat. Right now, I think almost everyone in the chat is like a relatively advanced creator. You're all like somewhere between, from what I understand, like 2 to about 6 years of experience, right? I think so. I think the viewers who come later to this part, the few of them that make it this far, are also around that. With your experience, ignoring the audience benefit, because I think the audience benefit. Oh wait, who's Paul? Why was I talking about Paul? One second. Oh, Paul is Kenny Comics. His name is Paul Jun. Anyway, because of ignoring the viewer benefit, because depending on how you play it and who you work with, that can always be overcome. Platforms or websites, and I wanted the assumption is that they both have mobile access, so don't worry about like, oh, but I won't have app readers. Just pretend like people can read on app on both, right? platforms or your own website. I want to put out a survey on this later to the whole community. I just kind of wanted to get everyone's opinions while we got a little bit of time. Because the viewer advantage can be overcome and the app advantage can be overcome. But where do you want to go now in your experienced years? Platforms early on will probably want to make a website when you get more of an audience. I kind of do both. Okay. Hmm. Interesting. I guess while we go through this question, I also want to ask, do you think there's a way to like have both? Like, have your cake and eat it? I've been thinking about this for a while. I'm just wondering, like, one, which one do creators like more? And two, is there a way to have both of them? Yeah. I'm either going to get some really intelligent responses, as people now remember they should like and subscribe to the channel, or people are going to say the dumbest stuff I've ever heard. I'm not sure. This chat's usually pretty smart, so we'll see. I was thinking about a VR chat, players trapped by a virus. And the virus makes each player compete in a series of games that could result in their deaths if they lose. There's also a yaoi story. That's just Squid Games. Wait, what? Did you just write yaoi Squid Game? Shut up, Geek. He just wrote yaoi Squid Games. Guys, what is... Anyway, I think for accessibility, platforms are great. But if there's truly a comic I want to read, I don't mind websites. There's a webtoon that isn't updated fully but has a lot of chapters on the website. Okay. Maybe do early releases on my own website and then on your platform post a chapter, but put announcement every update that you can view what comes next on your website. Okay. There's very little downsides to uploading on a free platform, so long as you're not contracted. There's no reason to limit yourself to one website unless you don't want to be limited by censorship. Fair. I think these are all very valid points. I think what I wanted to understand is what is a preference, because you're right, Zabra. Never limit yourself. Go as many places as you can, but always have a home. It's something I think creators haven't been very good at figuring out. They've kind of implicitly, by not saying anything, made their home Webtoon. But always have a home platform, because a home platform is a grounding force, right? When when things happen, everything you need to pull everyone to one place. When you decide to quit, maybe when you want to consolidate your audience as you grow, you need to pull everyone to one place. You always have to have a home location. And while platforms are great, websites have their own advantages, etc. So I just wondered what people's thoughts would be on that. Like personally, I feel like there's a world where you can do both, kind of. I'm still trying to think about it. If your comic is really popular, maybe try to go direct to your own website, get 100% of the ad revenue if you manage to get ads on the website. I mean, like, Tumblr is a pretty good choice for a comic platform style thing. If it didn't have the awful navigation of Tumblr, I hate Tumblr navigation. It's terrible. If I don't know what I like or I don't know what's available, I have to basically enter a search and scroll through what could likely be the worst experience of my life, hoping to find one good thing. The best part for me of Twitter is that Twitter always brings the good things to me. Everything I like comes directly to me. And so I think a platform that can do that, but has the sort of, you know, semi your business is your business, but it's also our business kind of thing of Tumblr is pretty cool. For now, I prefer platforms. When I'm building my website, in a few months when I'm settling in, I'll probably prefer my website. I love customizability, just it's a pain. Webtoon, you have to read tea leaves to find anything. I mean, Webtoon has some kind of recommendation system, but it's kind of bad. But it does exist. Tumblr is great for checking out very specific tags. But if you're looking for any one thing specifically, God help you. I agree. I think Tumblr kind of sucks. Somebody came to me and they were like, "Oh, Twitter doesn't have a media tab that separates your memes from your." I mean, I'm like, but that's not what it's about. Twitter's entire thing is about conversation and about keeping you aware of the now. And so, a platform that does that is always something I prefer. People like the Tumblr system, though. I'm not gonna hear to like hate on what they like that much. Like, I get it. It's just your preference. You're allowed to be wrong. Yeah, that's really the last question I had. I'll probably put out a tweet with like a more deep questionnaire, Google form thing, so I can get more information. Yeah, no, Twitter's hell. Um, and the CEO is selling his access to the president or whatever, whatever. I'll probably put out a longer a tweet or a social media thing with a deeper questionnaire on this because I want to understand what people really want, from the places that they upload. Because it just feels like nobody really knows. They're just kind of picking whatever is better. Oh, you missed. We made like the greatest comic ever, and then I deleted it. So anyway, I'm asking right now. I'm asking. Most of us have experience. What do you prefer right now as your advanced stage? A platform or your own website? It might be that I use extensions for Tumblr, but I don't get that difficulty. But that's super valid. I think I should probably use Tumblr extensions too. I just think as like a new user, I hate it. To be honest, I'm so sick of platforms though. My main problems, so many, yet it feels like there's so little choice. Do you know why it feels like there's so little choice, Rosie? Because they all do the same thing. They all do the same thing. Very few of them offer any real value to add, and very few of them are actually really different because they're all roughly the same. What did Kenny Comics do? Okay, I didn't want to talk about this. I just wanted to be known that I didn't want to talk about Kenny. Okay, but you forced my hand. You truly forced my hand. Kenny made this post. Okay. Oh God. Kenny made this post. I am Kenny Comics editor Webtoon. Just saying hi. Posted all the comics that he's worked as an editor or a managing editor on. and the and the top comment is, as one of the creators featured on this list, all I can say is I'm shocked because we've barely had any interaction. Taking credit is bad enough, but I also don't appreciate being lumped in with someone who's inches away from being canceled just to pad a resume. That's a line. Like, god damn. But there I am, one of the mods. God damn. You know? You know? It's complicated. Oh, then Kenny asked the stupidest question. I feel really bad for Kenny for this one because look, this whole interaction is on the back foot. You just don't respond to it. Um, but like Kenny was like, "Let me know, I'll remove it from my image," and then they went, "That's uncomfortable." Like that's uncomfortable, and then he's like, "Sorry, I didn't see this bit. Can I link?" Ah, sure. Sorry, I didn't see. Like it's in the. I'll just put it in the Discord. I'll put it in the comics conversation. Um, anyway, so I'm I'm just really trying not to expose the things people have said to me because I think it's super important to not do that. But this is a crazy response. Let's be real. There's no comparison. Your entire feed is self promotion and name dropping. But whatever. Anyone can look this up for themselves. As I've said, you're requiring me to put myself on the spot to get out of this list. I'm not going to do that. In the future, ask permission and I'll say no before it's too late. And I won't be the only one. Ah, Paul. Kenny Comics' name, by the way, is Paul Judd. That's his name. His name is Paul. Um, I only knew Kenny Comics not from Webtoon, but from a rival platform, Voice Me, where he flaunted his time around at Webtoon in a bid to get an absurd contract with them where he could do whatever he wanted. He sucked up to anyone he could, including me, when I read. Oh, wait. What do you mean they said he's doing too much? What do you mean? What does that mean? Like, I need you to give me that information. Anyway, I ran it when I ran, including he sucked anyone he could, including me when I ran a class for them years ago. Don't trust this snake. Insane. Aspiring originals creators, beware. Paul is one of the worst editors you can land on Webtoon. All I've heard is that he only gives superficial advice, tends to drop or not work on Webtoon with lower engagement, but still flaunt them on his portfolio to pad it. Is this the reason why he was being cancelled? Worse than that, you go to the like chocolates. Like he said he's always working on everything and never takes a break, but he said it in a way like, homie literally never rests. Don't you do so much with each person, ignore the rest. Oh, that's damn. That hurts. I've seen people talking about Chocolate Snow a lot since its launch and how the creator is so bad for putting sexual assault in their story and all of that. I'm not giving my opinion because other people already said pretty much everything I feel about the situation. But I don't like it either. Something that people aren't talking about, and I'm sick of everyone keeping this man's secrets for him. I don't know why he keeps getting away with this behavior. Paul Jun is the editor of Chocolates now. He's known as Kenny Comics, the creator of a comic he made for Webtoon called Killmax. Oh yeah, Killmax was terrible. Even when it came out, it had to get rebooted like twice. It was just a comic with like Booba. That was the whole comic. Anyway, if you look at his other series he edits for, it's easy to see a trend. It's easy to see a trend. There's a rumor that he forces these same tropes into all his series. Yeah, that's true. They usually, this is the Whisper Network. They usually show lots of abs in the first three episodes. Most of them rely on genre tropes. Many of them depict essay or attempted essay on the female lead, or in the case of the other male lead. I have heard a lot of other stories about how he treats other Webtoon employees and his creators, but I don't want to share anything that might get anyone in trouble because he can be extremely petty. But a lot of this is happening in plain sight. If you just look at the series he edits, you'll see what I mean. To the people he has treated poorly, I hope you're doing okay. I realize it isn't your fault. But when it comes to chocolates, though, people have been saying the creator must not be supported by the editor, and I think this is probably true. But even worse than that, I think the editor put pressure on them to include these things. It doesn't sound like the series had these elements before Paul got involved with editing it, but correct me if I'm wrong, because I never saw the canvas version. I doubt that it would have been this popular if the story started the same way back then. Don't want to say too much, but this would not be the first time the creator has gotten punished for things Paul convinced them to put into their story. Lol. Very funny. But even funnier is this. They just. Okay, going. Funny how you're dropping by to say hello. Oh yeah, actually, this is a good point. This post came out after this one. He posted this after this post where he got dragged. There's an entire whisper network. Oh yeah, no. Okay, I'm gonna just say this really clear. This did happen. I can't say more than that. It's not like an allegedly. It did happen. I don't know, but he might have gotten it back. He's their star editor because he's been there the longest. Like he's been there the longest. Like he's just a very senior employee. That's it. Yeah, he got in super early and he's been riding the wave. That's pretty normal. It's not like some kind of secret thing. Yeah, I think he has a lot more stocks than most editors. He's very hard to fire because his contract's very old. Things like that. Nice try, Paul Jin. Just saying hi. This is fucking. It's crazy. That's the okay. I've I've only heard things of Aiden that are good. I don't know what this is getting at. I don't know what this is getting at. I don't want to know what it's getting at. What was your goal with this? Is a really good question. Wait, All Colors of Snow has an editor. Some campus comics have editors too. It's a couple series do. Be close to keeping in contact an official editor. I mean, what drama could Aiden have gotten himself into? He's such a good, upstanding individual. I can't imagine Aiden ever doing anything wrong. That sounds really sarcastic, actually, but it's not. I want to be like so clear. It's not me being sarcastic. It's not me being sarcastic. I just realized how awful that sounds. It sounds like I'm being really mean, but really I'm not. I gotta go to his tweet. I just gotta go to. Oh, that's unfortunate. This reminds me, I made a funny meme where I grabbed a photo of Kenny's icon with the FNAF music over it when Freddy's about to kill you. What the hell? Why would you do that? Poor Kenny. You're such a mean person, Zalbra. Be nice. Listen, guys, I think this is just all a big misunderstanding. Kenny is a really nice guy, and I just think he's made some mistakes. They've hurt a lot of people. I just don't think he's that bad. This time I'm being actually sarcastic. Look, you want to know unironically my favorite editor from Webtoon? Can I find him? Or does he not have a Twitter account anymore? One second. I need to literally I need to like find my DMs with him. Because then that's how I'll find him. People keep asking me things. People keep being in my DMs. Guys, y'all need to get out of my DMs. Oh, there he is. There he is. This is my favorite former Webtoon editor. He used to be a real, he used to be a Webtoon editor, but this is my favorite editor. Do you want to know why I have so much respect for Tyler as an editor? Unironically, this is not a joke, is because this is one of the comics Tyler was editing. Okay? I'm going to show you this comic, and I'm not trying to be mean, but I hate it. Um, I hate it for what it is. This was a comic that was a Webtoon original. I don't even know how it became a Webtoon original. I just don't think the art quality is as good as what is on Webtoon original. But this is something Tyler was editing as an original comic. Maybe it has some kind of niche audience I don't understand. I don't know. Maybe I just don't get it. Maybe I just don't get it specifically. What I do want to get to though is what I do want to get to though is Tyler edited this comic and took this comic so seriously the whole time. For context, the time I spoke to Tyler one of them was to ask him some questions about working as Webtoon as an editor. I was trying to get some information about editorial from another professional editor. And um, yeah, but Assassin Roommate's just better. No, I know. Assassin Roommate's different. I was thinking of Assassination Classroom. Anyway, more importantly, I was talking to Tyler about something, and he was doing the finale of this comic. It was January 15, 2023. And Tyler said, hey, I've got 10 minutes. I've got a finale to run, and I want to make sure I'm there with the creator. This is a series where, if I'm being honest with you, if I was working on the things that Tyler was working on, because he was also working on Everything Is Fine, if I was working on that, and I also had to work on this, I wouldn't take this seriously, which is why I'm not a professional editor. But it's just what you know what I mean? Like, my priority sense in my mind would be so skewed. And he took this super seriously. It was his main focus. When I talked to him, it was like, I've only got time for like 2 questions because I want to go focus on this, you know? And like, he's everything I've heard from people who worked with him, that's the guy. You know, he's very focused on you, very wanting to do good work with you, no matter what you're bringing to it. I just think that's a very respectful thing. So, you know, I have nothing bad to say about Tyler. I think he's a nice guy. I, I think I think Paul needs to like quit for a bit. Not like quit forever, but take a sabbatical. You know, like a year, maybe 2 years, maybe 3 years. You know, I think a 3 year sabbatical would really do him some good. Just let the comics people figure their stuff out, you know? Yeah, I think it's really sad. I don't even know why he wants to. Like he's doing a thing that some of my friends in journalism sometimes do. I don't know if Adorburb is still here, but they'll probably know a little bit about this. But it's about like there's a person I know who writes for a lot of who writes for a lot of junk articles personally. He writes like listicles and stuff for like no name magazines online. He does it because it gets him writing credits, and writing credits at a certain stage of your career are more important than the quality of the writing credit. Just having like hundreds of writing credits, people would hire you if you're like a junior writer. It's giving junior writer energy. Yeah, I just want recognition. That's unfortunate. Anyway, I don't want to be more mean to him than I already have been. I've said enough. Paul Jun, more like Hell Jun. Am I right? Hell plus ratio. Like and subscribe. Follow the channel. I'll do an actual proper stream next week. uh, All right, take care, everyone. Just doing too many memes. Bye, kids.